Hey guys, this is Rahul from Technoria, and today we are having this Asus PhonePad 7. This is the latest version of Asus PhonePad 7, which is launched a couple of months back in India. This is a PhonePad 7 2014. We are going to do a quick unboxing and review of this PhonePad. So let's just quickly unbox this. Once you unbox this, first of all you will get your PhonePad 7 itself. Let's just keep it aside and let's see what else we have in the box. We have some manual, the warranty card and your user manual. Apart from this, you have a wall adapter to charge this, and you have a standard USB to micro USB cable so that you can charge or data synchronize from this PhonePad. There is no earphone or anything else in the phone, so if you want earphone then you have to buy them separately. So let's just put the box aside and let's see what else we have in the PhonePad 7 itself. This PhonePad 7 comes with a 7-inch IQ display screen, and it does not have HD display screen resolution. It has a screen resolution of 600 by 1024, so it does not have HD screen. Apart from this, let's just take a look at its connectivity and ports. On right side you have volume rockers followed by your power and sleep button. These are the plastic button but good amount of feedback. At bottom you have a primary mic over here. At this side you have no port but you have a flap over here. So once you remove this, you will have access to your two SIM card slot. Both will be your micro SIM and a micro SD card slot, which allows you to expand its memory up to 64 gigabytes. At top we have a 3.5mm audio jack along with your micro USB port so that you can charge this. In terms of secondary mic, we are not able to locate any secondary mic, so we can confirm that it does not have any secondary mic. At back you have a 2MP rear camera, which is a bit disappointment for us, followed by your beautiful Asus branding. You have Intel branding over here and Sonic Master. This tablet comes with Sonic Master technology, which gives you a good amount of feedback in terms of audio quality, and it has a you can say texturized back panel, which gives you a good hold of this tablet. At front you have a VGA front facing camera for video calling and earpiece over here, or you can say this is your loudspeaker also, which gives you a good amount of feedback as the loudspeakers are placed in front. So if you place a tablet like this, the audio quality which comes out of this tablet will be good. If you take a look over the setting, then let's just, once you pull down you will find all your toggles here. You can add or remove toggles. So to add your toggle you can click over here and you can select which toggle you want to add or which toggle you want to remove from there. Apart from this, if you take a look over the setting, this Asus PhonePad 7 comes with Android version of 4.4.2, which is KitKat version, and this KitKat version is wrapped under GenUI, so it's running on GenUI on top of your KitKat Android KitKat version. Apart from this, you have GPS navigation option also, so it do support GPS navigation. So if you are going to use maps, so it can easily lock your location. If you take about the power management, then it do support power management so that you can save up power, and so your tablet or your PhonePad will last long in the limited power. It comes with 1GB of RAM, and apart from 1GB of RAM you will get around, let me show you, around 400 MB of free RAM, which is going to be very good for you as it's running custom UI on top of your Android. So this RAM will be good, this amount of RAM will be good. If you talk about the storage scenario, then this tablet comes with 8GB of internal storage, which is divided into two parts, the system reserve and your total space. This space can be used to install your apps. So apart from 4GB you will get around approximately 2GB of free storage. We are seeing less storage here because we had installed a couple of apps on this tablet. If you talk about display, then this tablet do not support automatic brightness. So as it does not have ambient light sensor in it, so it is not going to support automatic brightness option. If you talk about the wallpaper, then it comes with some static and live wallpaper also. You can see live wallpaper and some ASUS live wallpaper which you can apply from here. It do comes with easy mode, which allows you, once you enable this easy mode, then your app icon will be bigger. So if you are going to give this tablet to some old person or who are having less visibility, so they can enable this easy mode. Once you enable this easy mode, your app icon will be larger and you can easily identify them. Let me just show you. So as you can see, you have bigger icons and your home screen or all apps icon will look like this. So we are going into setting and disable this. Okay, let me go to setting again. Into T3 and portable Wi-Fi hotspot, and it do support portable Wi-Fi hotspot. You can also enable USB T3 and Bluetooth T3 is also available in this phone pad. If you talk about the hardware of this phone, then this phone runs on Intel Atom processor, Atom Z2520 processor, clocked at 1.2 GHz. It's a dual-core processor along with 1 GB of RAM. It comes with 2 MP rear camera which can shoot HD videos. Let me take you to some benchmark score. We have done this AnTuTu benchmark on this tablet and we got a quite decent score. It got around 17,529 score, which is quite decent. If you consider the price tag of this phone pad, then it is available for around 7,000 to 8,000, which is, and it as in this price tag, this score is quite decent. Let me show you Ninamark score as well. So Ninamark is a benchmarking tool for calculating your graphic performance. So in this Ninamark we had got around 60.4 frames per second, which is again going to be, I won't say decent, but above decent. So it's a good score. If you talk about multi-touch, then it do support 10 touch point. You can see it has got 10 touch point score. So it is good. If you talk about the UI, then the UI of this Asus FonePad 7 is custom and it's very smooth. If you are going to use this phone pad, then you will find it a quite smooth Gen UI, which we had seen in other Asus devices like Asus Gen phones, which also run on Gen UI. So the UI is quite smooth. It do comes with several pre-installed apps from Asus, like you can say Whatnext, Splendid, PartyLinks, MyAsus. It do have File Manager. Apart from this, it do have pre-installed apps from Google as well, like Gmail, you can say Google Chrome, YouTube, and some other apps also. Let me take it to its camera. Here is the camera app. It's a similar app which we had seen in other Gen UI devices like Gen phone. And if we are going to take a picture from this, first of all, it's a fixed focus camera, so you need to manually tap over here to focus it. Let me show you how it's camera performance. So as we are in some not very good lighting condition, so it has snapped a good decent image. Again, I am saying that at this price tag you are getting 2 MP rear camera, so it's a decent camera which can shoot decent images from it. Let me show you the video. As I told you, it can record HD videos from it, so recording of HD video is possible from this tablet. Let me take it to its dialer. So again, it has a similar dialer which we had seen in other GenUI devices, and it do not have a video call option from here, but you can record your call recording is possible from this UI. You can also block or whitelist any number from this. If you talk about the messaging, then again messaging app is similar to, or you can say the messaging app is stock GenUI messaging app which we had seen in other GenUI powered devices. And the keyboard layout is going to be very good in this GenUI. You will get pop-up notification for every key which you press, so it's good. It do not have continuous typing, so it's a disadvantage. Not disadvantage, as you are getting so much a bigger tablet which gives you a notification, pop-up notification for every key you press. So the keyboard is again going to be very good, as it has a number above the keyboard, so you won't have to navigate to your numbers or you can special dialer. So it's good. So at the end, I would say that at the price tag of 7,000 or 8,000, this is a good calling tablet which you can buy at this price tag. If you can compromise at camera quality, then this is a good tablet, good buy for you. You can go for it, as it comes with several other features in terms of UI, and the build quality is again very good at this price tag. So I can say that if you can compromise on camera, then it's a good tablet for you, as it's an IPS display screen. The viewing angle are again quite decent. You can view screen from not from every angle. There are some pixelation if you view and if you bend it slightly more, but the viewing angle are going to be very decent. If you like this video, then press a thumbs up for us, and you can subscribe to our channel for more videos. So thanks for watching. This is Rahul Sharma signing off.